We love seeing your questions and putting our DIY tips and tricks to the test. I'm Trapper Tony, and today I'll be answering your questions in the comment section. We had a subscriber ask a question about baiting an attic, whether they can throw loose bait application up there or utilize a bait station. It's best to always utilize a contained bait station. For starters, the station would be labeled, identifying the proper rodenticide, active ingredients, and any safety precautions required to the bait itself. It keeps the bait in place. We can check it and monitor for feeding quite easily. It helps the rodent feel safer to feed. As they come into the dark space, they'll feed off the bait inside, vacate, and expire. It also protects you, your people, your pets for any accidental exposure. Although it's contained in the attic, we always want to make sure safety is considered. Do I need to wear a mask when applying the Ortho Home Defense product? I always recommend to follow and read the safety precautions on the label of the product itself. It doesn't necessarily say you need to wear a mask for safety. However, why not just cover the basics? Wear gloves, eye protection, and a mask. Consider where you're applying the product. Keep it away from people or pets. If you're spraying it outdoors, consider the wind and drift. You don't want to get it in your eyes, face, or even breathe in any mist from the product. We've got a great question about pre-baiting your rat trap before setting it. What pre-baiting means is we're actually putting a food or bait source on the product without actually engaging the trigger mechanism itself. This trap can be zip tied open so the rats can't engage the trap, or it can be pre-baited from the top of the trap itself. Now, why do we do this? Well, for starters, rats are very smart. They have neophobia, which is trap shyness. They might avoid the trap altogether. They need to trust the bait is a food source they can utilize. If you set it too early, they might avoid the trap altogether. They might get one or two. Obviously, is a slower rate of production. Trap baiting and pre-baiting allows them to get used to the trap, get rid of that shyness, trust it as a food source. Although it may be a slower process, you'll have a higher chance of success when it comes to pre-baiting your rat snap traps for rodents. You've set a baited trap for a skunk. You're trying to capture the animal. You know where the burrow is. The question is, does the skunk trap have to be placed right next to the burrow? For starters, you'll want to put your trap anywhere there's activity from the animal itself. Avoid putting the trap too close to the burrow or right in front of the burrow. These animals are smart. They're very shy. They'll avoid the trap altogether. So yes, in theory, the trap will have to be close to the burrow, but you don't want it right up against the burrow itself. They have trap shyness or neophobia. They need to adjust to the trap being there. It'll have to be in the same place for an extended period of time for them to eventually get curious, smell the bait inside, and eventually get captured for humane relocation. If you have any questions about rodent control, pest control, or wildlife control, leave a question in the comments section below. I'll try my best to answer most of these questions. As always, thanks for subscribing here at Pest Pro Plus. We'll catch you on the next one.